So this is how we basically won a game, and it was a super hard game because it was like clutch and stuff. So just watch, and yeah. This was an FNCS, by the way, if you guys didn't know, and we didn't qual, but we had 46 points, and we got most of them from just this game. Sorry for that black screen. So basically here, my teammate died because of he got grieved by this kid when he didn't have a weapon. So he's telling me to go back because I can't do anything, right? And see, those two kids are just chilling right there, and those are it. And I can't 1v2, and he tells me that. So I just dip off, right? And then later in the game, I do go and get this loot right here, like you're about to see. And I do, like, you can't see the visual sound effects, but I do hear those kids, like, because I accidentally shot. And so I don't want to go towards there. And you'll see in a second, I'm just trying to get the mats and everything. I don't think you can see my weapons, but yeah. So I don't really get any kills. It's a dry game. But, yeah. So I'm just popping this, hoping that those kids right there don't grief me. So yeah, as soon as I get to max, I just destroy it so then they don't see any visual sound effects just in case. And I go over here, and then I see them gliding. Look, they'll hit the launch pad in like 2 seconds. Yep, I see them gliding, so I'm just like, I'm gonna back off because I don't want to fight those. And I go up here just to try to get some extra loot for my teammate. I'm just like, I don't know what I can hold, so I just hold some big pots. And then, yeah. And eventually my teammate's card gets super low to like where it's going to be really hard for me to even get it. But you'll see in a minute, I have really lucky, like I'm really lucky because those kids, there's one's right there on that building that I was in, right? And I didn't know that at the time. My friend's inviting me. So I go over here, right? And like I don't see him. He's over there. But I see his teammate. I saw his teammate go over. So I come in. Wait, no, that was a different guy. Yeah. So I come in, and he's just swimming down the stream. But I didn't know any of this. And then I'm just chilling because I don't know, like, I'm just crouching. I don't know who's in my surroundings, right? Because I don't see that he's there. And then I'm, like, over here. I just get his card, right? Right there. And then I go reboot him. And later in the game, I believe we do get in a fight with him. But I'm just going to let you guys watch for a minute, and then I'll give some comms. So at this point, I'm super nervous because if anyone pulls up on me while I'm rebooting, because it's very rare to get away with a reboot in FNCS and stuff, and like in cash prize tournaments. So I'm just crouching, making sure that I'm clear, and then I place this wall right here, just to fully box myself when I'm in, and I just reboot. So I'm completely unconned on the map right now. Like, look, I'm chilling. There ain't no one near me. And there really isn't anyone that's, like, gonna con me. But then as soon as my teammate gets in, we just come up here and we get him loot. We just need to focus on the game because, he's won, and I was just a solo, and we don't want to die, right? Because we only had 14 points at this time. We were doing really bad. This was our 6th game. It was not good, and we got like we were questionable about this because there was breaking, and in a previous game, someone broke it and just closed all the doors, and they were sitting there and just one pumped both of us. So he fires, and I'm like, is there kids? And there isn't. He just misfired. And yeah, and then as soon as we start shooting kids, I'll tell you more comms of this. Yeah. So right here we see kids fighting, and at this point we're in shambles, but we need to get this kill because we looked at our points and we need we don't want that, right? So I'm just dropping him some ammo, and I keep on dropping the wrong amount, so I just drop him 60 and then 100 SMG. And at this point, we were most likely gonna die, and we just said, why not just key him? We need the kills, we need the points, right? So we were seeing how we were gonna fight this, and then we see him go across right over there. I saw that, and then my teammate shoots at him, he hits him, and then watch this. I see him in the back, hit him. Oh no, I don't see hit markers. Cracked one. So I'm just like, we gotta key this. This is 2 free kills. So then we go in, he hits him even more, and then he's about to kill one. So see that kid right there? That's who I see. And then he's looking at the other one in front. Yeah, so and then he knocks, yeah, he knocks that. We both knock him. And then that kid up there, he's a solo. But then my teammate kills him out of midair, from a little angle. And we just get both those kills, and that's really nice for us. And then we get this grappler glove. And we're so happy because the grappler gloves there, they probably weren't there since all the fighting. So we're like, oh my gosh, we're chilling. We were big chilling. And then he gets a grappler glove. I pick up the blue stinger. But what happens is I end up dropping my AUG, and he keeps the AUG. And that comes into big play because we need the AUG for later in game. And the SMG comes in clutch, and you'll see why. So I pick up the AUG, and then I'm like, never mind, I just need the grappler glove, because, yeah, it's just broken, literally broken. And I'm just like, we need a box up here, there's a lot of brick, and then he makes a really good comm after he gets beamed, right? So, we're like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? He's low. He knows a plan where we need to get to, and it's about right up there, and you'll see what happens. But we're complete shambles. He's 150 health. I'm max, but we still don't have what we want and the height that we want, and we're also not in zone. And then there's kids over at that gas station, and he gets absolutely beamed, and so do I. Yeah, look, we're just getting full keyed, and at this point we're about to quit, because why would someone shoot at us from all the way over there? And we're like, whatever, no one cares, so let them shoot at us. And then we both get low-ish, and then we just use 2 grapples. That's all we need to get up this mountain and not get hit. I just pick up these extra minis and get this chest up here. From here on out, it's very boring until these kids come and key us. And that happens, it's a long fight. But no, that's in-game. But yeah, you'll see in a minute. Kids come key us, and, I believe it's those kids right there. They want that height up there. Or it's these, yeah, it's those kids right there. Because, look. Watch, they just follow our path almost. I'm just gonna stop doing comms until we start getting hit. About right here, I hear footsteps, and I'm like, okay. And I was like, we probably should fight this. He said no, and I'm honestly happy we didn't fight it there, because that would have messed us up for end game. So we're just going up here, and we don't see anybody up there, right? We're like, okay, we're chilling, whatever. No one's up there. And yeah, I get hit. I'm like, okay, what? This is not good. And there's someone behind me, but he doesn't go for me. And that's really weird to me. And so I just get max. And my teammate, like, look, you'll see, he gets full keyed. And I'm right here. I'm like, oh crap. Okay, so I hit him 103. I'm like, oh, we can win this fight, right? And I get super low, but he's chilling. Alright, so I just chase after this kid. I know he's low. I know I need to fight him. And then my teammate, he doesn't really get hit. So I get cracked and this guy gets cracked. My teammate says, back off, back off, back off. Because he kills one, right? And then up here, someone from third party killed him. It was right there. He killed him. So I'm like, ooh, 4 flop, because there was 4 floppers there. And I was like, oh, we're chilling. We're big chilling. We got the biggest height in the game. And we're like, okay, zone probably going to pull, because look at the zone. It's probably going to pull like right here, right? And we weren't going to get it. And we got super lucky with our zones. But you'll just see. So right here, we got our next zone. And we're like, oh my gosh, we're probably going to win this. Like, literally, we're center zone, max height. Everyone's below us, and we can't lose, right? So, again, like, we're very sketched out because we hear people, like, getting cracked and stuff. So we just go, like, AFK and wait for visual sound effects. And I'm like, because I heard a kid, like, because it was, I think, these kids in the pink. I heard him, and I was like, I don't know if this is like a good spot because literally we're surrounded, but we were still in height, and my teammate was just like, we got this 100%. So we just continued on. About at this point, I'm like, we should probably go up, but my teammate says no, we're gonna get chopped. So we just follow. Like, I just stay with him. I'm like, we really need to go up. This is gonna give us the biggest height possible. And I also hear kids building. I'm like, maybe they're gonna try to come up. So right here, we're deciding. Like, he's trying to convince me to stay. I was like, I don't know. I get body blocked and he gets body blocked by me, but it's really like he just is really saying like we should probably just stay here. And then like yeah, like yeah, right here I'm like, no, we need to go up. There's so many builds, we're not gonna get disconnected. He says, okay, so we just go up. And then right about here, we're like, we have max height because we see everyone. And they're all fighting down there. They're boxed up. Like, we just see every single thing. And at this point, I have a really good SMG. So I'm just like, we got in game because I can just spray. And then here, I just break this. And yeah. I'm going to skip ahead because it's kind of boring. But Hopefully my game doesn't crash. I just want to show you like the startup. So right here, I'm just bringing mass to me, so then I can reinforce like with everything. And I'm just like, oh dang it, I have max metal. So I just tell my teammate to get that later in the game. About like right up here is where I'm gonna stop. So this is like in game, and I'm like starting to get nervous because this is like we either qualify from this round or we don't qualify at all. Even though we should have qualified. I just gave him all my SMG and he gave me all his air. Well, and I gave him all my air. He gave me all of his SMG. Since I have the purple SMG and he has the AUG. About right here, I'm like, okay, I can actually spray. I have a lot of ammo. So I'm just full spraying everyone. And he actually cracks someone, and he's like, we should probably just knock this down just in case. So we knock it down, no one's in there, and we're like, dang it. But we're still chilling because we're on height. Like, everyone's below us. We can literally kill everyone. From here, they're just spraying. Like, we can't do anything from that because that's just a grief. Because if they spray us, we can't hold our builds even though we're on height. Right? So we're like pretty low mats, but we have decent mats. Like, we have max metal and max wood. But we barely have any brick, and that's like that's pretty important because honestly, brick's the best material. I don't know about that, but yeah. About right here, like when we get the zone, we're like, oh my gosh, we just got zoned again because we thought it was gonna pull all the way over here. Like, no, we were absolutely chilling, and we just said we won this. It's 100% that we win. And yeah, it was actually pretty fun. And then about right here, I'm like, Zen's probably gonna pull out, so we need to start building out. But he's just like, not right now, not right now. So we just chill. And then we crack a kid down there, and we can't spray him because he has the AUG, and my SMG is not like, I don't want to spray full brick. Yeah, see, like I can't do that. So, and then I see just kids randomly rotating, and I just tag them all. Just in case there's more storm surge. So about right here, this is when zone starts to pull in. Like, this is like the biggest point where I'm like, maybe we might not win. But we still come in with clutch. So we're like, who's gonna build out? And then so we decide that I'm gonna start building out, even though I've pretty much failed to do that. So and I beam one of them. I'm just like, we need to go down there. And he said no, and I just trusted him because I don't know. I just did, and that was really good that I did. So we just go over here. We're just like, oh crap, so Mike's still height with our Spideys, because that's not hard to do. So I'm just telling him, keep ulti height, and then he drops down. I'm like, uh-oh. But he's chilling, because like, everyone's still below us. They can't get to us. It's really hard to Spidey up to height. Beam him. I'm like, why? He says, why aren't you going forward? And so I just pull some med mist. Yeah, right here, and then so I just did a random kill, and that was from the kid that I got one shot. He died the zone. And then right here, I just build out, because he runs out of mats, basically, at this point. He's very low, and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to come up, and I'm going to give you, I'm gonna give you the doubt, and I'm just going to build out with everything. He has, like, 200 wood at this point, and that's not going to last long. And, everyone's boxed up. We can't get any angles on anyone. And I get beamed. I'm like, look, he's like 3 HP. I'm 84. We're like, okay, we won't win this. But we can get top 5, right? So we're chilling, like whatever. We're just thinking, this is okay. We healed. We both healed. He has shield. He has everything. 150, we're fine. So he runs out at this point. So I give him all my brick. because he needs mats just in case. So I build out. Yeah, I'm just like, you don't need to do this anymore. I'm chilling. About at this point, I'm running low on hard mats, so, and he is too. So we only have wood, and that's really not going to help us right now. So we just make sure we're going to use the least amount of mats possible. Even though I don't know why he just used all of them, basically, but it's fine. We're chilling. So we just try to beam kids, try to get those angles. Maybe get a little peck and kill someone. And then zone rotates through our builds, and we're like, okay, we don't have to waste any more mats. We're chilling. So we just come up, and then we're just staying on height this whole game, and we're like vibing out right now. So I give him med miss just in case we need to play heal off, because I mean that's probably gonna happen, right? So he goes out, he's gonna try to key, even though I say no, you don't have the SMG. I have the shotty, the SMG, and you have all the white heals just in case we need a what's called heal off. And then he goes ahead and like stays up for like 2 seconds, and then he is like, I might as well just go down. So he goes down here, and I'm just like, okay, I'll go right here with you just in case, because I have the SMG. I know like I can win this, whatever. And I'm like, okay, this is not our builds, so I'm gonna try to go like ahead and go up one layer. And like at this point, we're both like pretty much chilling. I think we can win this, like whatever. So he goes down and keys. I'm like, oh, you shouldn't do that, right? So I'm like, I'll go down because I have the SMG. I have the SMG. I'll go down. Who cares? So I'm like trying to figure out a way to go down where I won't die, because there's a zone pulling. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go down for this guy because he's in the open. I can get this kill. I'm 100% confident. Dead. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then I'm like getting full key by that. So I go up. I kill him and he dies. I'm like, uh-oh. And then last kid, he dies to zone. I'm like, oh my god, I'm freaking out at this point. I'm like, we just won, and this is a really good chance for us to qual. But yeah, that's basically me playing in game, getting a little bit better at the game since I quit comp last season. But hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.